All right, let's do this. Time for a deep dive into SEO.
Yeah.
But not the beginner stuff, we're going deeper.
Mm.
This is for people who already know, like, the SEO basics.
Yeah, consider this like...
Right, at SEO 201.
SEO 201, yeah.
Exactly, and we're using this research paper called Episode 5 SEO Basics, a comprehensive guide.
A great guide.
Yeah, so we're going way past just defining stuff like backlinks, and keywords.
Right.
Like, everyone knows that by now. We're going to be like breaking down the strategies that could really make a difference. Stuff like the skyscraper technique.
Ooh, yeah.
Long tail keyword domination.
That's a good one.
And the whole world of technical SEO.
Yeah,
which always seems to be changing.
Constantly changing, yeah.
Okay, I've always kind of been curious about long tail keywords.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that there are these longer,
Yeah.
more specific phrases people search.
Yeah.
But why are they so important?
Well, what's really cool about long tail keywords is they often show that the person searching is more ready to buy something.
Oh, interesting.
Like someone who searches for vegan chocolate cake recipe is way more likely to buy something than someone just searching for cake.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and there's usually less competition for those keywords too.
Oh, so you have a better chance of ranking higher.
Exactly.
It's not just about getting more traffic.
Yeah.
It's about attracting the right traffic.
Yeah, people who are actually going to,
Right, the people who are going to do something.
convert. Yeah.
Yeah, convert.
Yeah.
But how do we even know which long tail keywords to go after?
Okay, so that's where these tools come in.
Right.
Tools like SEMrush or Refs.
I've heard of those.
They help you find the long tail keywords your audience is already using.
Okay.
So sticking with that vegan bakery we talked about, you might find phrases like best vegan birthday cake delivery.
Ooh.
Or, eggless gluten-free cupcakes near me.
That's so specific.
Yeah, it's really...
Like you're reading their minds.
Yeah, yeah.
But even with the perfect long tail keywords,
Right.
doesn't it still all come back to the content?
100%, yeah.
I mean, you could lead a horse to water.
High quality content is key, but it's not just about like shoving keywords in there.
Yeah, Google's smarter than that.
Way smarter.
Right. It's about understanding what they call
Yeah.
search intent.
Search intent, yeah.
What's the person really looking for?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
type in that long tail keyword.
Mm-hmm.
So like if someone searches for vegan chocolate cake recipe,
All right.
they don't just want a list of ingredients.
No, they work.
They want like a recipe that's easy to follow.
Yeah, easy to follow.
Maybe some nice pictures.
Beautiful pictures.
And like ideally some reviews
review, social proof, yeah.
from other vegan bakers. Yeah.
Exactly. You've got to think about their needs and go beyond that.
Really exceed their expectations.
It could exceed expectations.
Yeah.
And that's how you make content that ranks well and keeps people engaged.
Right. And speaking of engagement,
Yes.
we got to talk about how we structure that content on the page.
That's super important.
We were talking about this before the show.
Yeah, yeah.
On-page SEO.
On page.
It's more than just sprinkling keywords around, right?
It is, yeah. It's about optimizing every single thing on your page
Wow.
for both people and, search engines.
So they like it and Google likes it.
Exactly.
Okay, so give me some of the key elements of on-page SEO.
All right, so we've got to focus on
We got to be focusing on,
title tags and meta descriptions are a big one.
right, but how do those fit into the bigger picture?
Think of them as like
Okay.
your website's first impression.
Got
The
it.
title tag is like a headline you see in the search results.
Okay.
And then the meta description, it's that little bit of text underneath
Right, right.
that makes people want to click.
Yeah, yeah.
You want them to be interesting, use your keywords,
Yeah.
and accurately show what the page is about.
So they're like
Yeah.
little ads for your web page.
Exactly. They're competing with all the other results.
Yeah, that's a little pressure.
It is. It is.
They stand out.
It's your chance to stand out and show people your page is what they're looking for.
Right, right.
So say your long tail keyword is vegan, gluten-free birthday cake recipe.
Okay.
Your title tag could be like the ultimate vegan, gluten-free birthday cake recipe. And then the year
Okay.
and the meta description,
Yeah.
that could say what makes your recipe special.
Yeah.
Like, this easy recipe uses simple ingredients. And you'll get a moist, delicious cake everyone will love.
Okay, so you're not just saying what the page is about.
Yeah, right.
You're making it sound interesting,
You're adding a hook.
so people want to click.
Exactly.
But once they're on the page,
Yeah.
how do we keep them engaged?
Okay.
Was it all about having pretty pictures?
Pictures definitely help,
Right.
but it's way more than just visuals.
Okay.
It's about how you structure the information. Headings, subheadings, bullet points, all those things that make the content easy to read.
Easy to scan.
Easy to scan, yeah.
Right.
That not only helps the person reading, but it also helps search engines understand how your content is organized.
So I've heard of things called H1, H2, and H3 tags.
Yeah.
Are those the heading tags?
Those are the ones.
I've never really understood those.
Okay, so think of them like signposts
Gotcha.
that guide people and search engines through your content.
Okay.
So the H1 tag, that's your main heading,
Go.
like the title of a chapter in a book.
Right.
And then H2 tags are subheadings, H3 tags are subheadings, and so on.
So it's like you're making a clear hierarchy
Exactly.
for the information so
Yeah.
people can follow along.
Exactly.
But I've heard that using the right keywords in those heading tags
Yes.
can help with SEO too.
It can, definitely.
Yeah.
When you put keywords in your headings, it tells search engines what your content is about,
Okay.
but don't overdo it.
Right. It should sound natural.
Natural is key.
Okay.
Don't force it.
Okay.
Be strategic.
Strategic, not spammy.
Exactly.
Okay, now before we move on to off-page SEO,
Yeah.
there's something I wanted to ask about. Internal linking.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
I know it's important,
It is.
but I don't really get how it works.
Okay, so
Why it matters for SEO.
internal linking is all about connecting the different pages on your website. It's like building bridges between them.
If I have a blog post about vegan chocolate cake
Yeah.
and another one about frosting techniques,
Right.
I could link those two together.
Exactly. And when you do that, you're not just helping people find more content.
Right.
You're also telling search engines how your pages are related.
Oh, I see.
This helps them understand what your content is about, which can help your rankings.
So it's like it's good for the people visiting my site.
Yes.
And it's good for SEO.
Win-win.
Win-win, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, speaking of making things good for people, we got to talk about mobile friendliness.
Oh, yeah. Huge these days.
Right, I know I get frustrated
Me too.
when I can't use a website on my phone.
Totally.
But isn't that more of a user experience thing?
Well,
How does that tie into SEO?
It actually has a big impact on SEO.
Really?
Yeah, because Google now uses a mobile-first indexing approach.
Oh, what does that mean?
So that means they mainly use the mobile version of your website
Okay.
for indexing and ranking.
So if my website isn't optimized for mobile,
Right.
it could actually hurt my SEO.
It could, yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that important.
Yeah, it's crucial.
Okay, so what are some things we need to think about when optimizing for mobile?
So definitely create a responsive design
Okay.
that adapts to different screen sizes.
Right.
But it's more than that.
Okay.
Make sure your website loads quickly on mobile devices and avoid those pop-ups that cover the whole screen.
Oh, yeah, those are the worst.
Yeah, they are.
And then make sure all the buttons and stuff are easy to tap.
It's easy to tap, yeah.
So it's all about
Yeah.
creating a smooth experience.
A smooth experience for mobile users.
No one wants to wait forever for a page to load
Right.
or squint to read tiny text.
Nobody.
Okay, so we've covered the basics of on-page SEO
Yeah.
and how it relates to mobile friendliness. But now let's move outside the website itself
Okay.
and talk about off-page SEO.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right, off-page SEO. It sounds kind of mysterious.
Yeah.
Like something happening behind the scenes.
A little bit.
What are we talking about here?
So think of it as building your website's reputation outside of its own pages, you know?
Okay.
It's about earning trust from other websites and platforms.
So it's not something we can directly control.
Right.
Like we can't just change some settings on our website and be done.
Not really, no. We can influence it,
Yeah.
but it's more about building those relationships
Right.
and showing we're credible over time.
Okay, I get it. So where do we even start with something like that?
Let's see.
What are the key things to focus on?
All right, so if on-page SEO is like making your storefront look good, off-page SEO is about getting those amazing reviews
Ooh, okay.
that make people want to come visit your store.
We'll like that analogy.
And one of the best ways to get those reviews is through backlinks.
Right, backlinks. We talked about them a bit before.
Yeah.
But I want to dive deeper.
Okay.
We know they're links from other websites back to ours, but why are they so important to search engines?
Well, backlinks are like votes of confidence, you see.
Okay.
When a good website links to yours, it's like they're telling Google, hey, this website has good stuff.
Right.
You should trust it too.
And Google takes those votes seriously.
Oh, yeah, very seriously.
So the more good backlinks we have,
Right.
the higher our website will rank.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's not just about how many you have, it's about the quality. A backlink from a website that's well known in your industry. It's worth way more than a link from some random low-quality site.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So how do we go about getting those high-quality backlinks?
Okay.
Should we just email everyone in our niche and ask?
Well, there's a little more strategy to it than that. One good technique is called guest blogging.
Oh, okay.
This means writing good content for other websites in your industry.
Right.
And including a link back to your website, naturally.
In the author bio or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So they get good content and we get a backlink.
It's a win-win.
But isn't guest blogging kind of losing its effectiveness?
Well, it's true that it's changed over time.
Okay.
Google's getting better at spotting those low-quality guest posts that are just there for the backlinks.
Right.
But it can still work really well if you do it right.
So what's the right way to do guest blogging now?
It's all about focusing on giving real value to the people reading on the website you're writing for. Your content should be interesting, well-researched, and something they actually care about.
So the backlink should feel like a natural part of the content.
Exactly, not forced.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
It's about building those relationships and being a trusted voice,
Yeah.
not just chasing links.
Right.
Okay, what are some other good strategies for building backlinks?
Another one that's getting popular is the skyscraper technique.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
So with this one, you find content that's already doing really well.
Yeah.
You make something even better.
Right.
And then you reach out to websites that are linking to that original content
Oh, interesting.
and suggest they link to your improved version instead.
So you're kind of taking something good and making it even better.
Exactly. It's like friendly competition.
I like it.
And because you're reaching out to sites that already link to similar stuff, you know they're interested in that topic.
Right, so they're more likely to link to you.
Exactly.
That's smart. Now, before we move on, I wanted to touch on broken link building.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
Can you remind me how that works
Of course.
and why it's a good strategy?
So broken link building is about finding broken links on other websites,
Okay.
links that lead to a 404 error page.
Right, a page not found.
Exactly. And then you suggest your content as a replacement.
Oh, okay.
It's a win-win because you're helping them fix their website, and they might give you a backlink for your help.
So it's like doing a good deed for the internet.
Kind of, yeah.
But how do you even find those broken links?
Well, there are tools for that.
Really?
Yeah, websites like RFs and SEMrush, they have features that can help you find broken links
Wow.
on websites in your niche.
So you can target your search.
Exactly.
Okay, that's amazing. Now, I know we've been focusing on backlinks.
Yeah.
But what about social media?
Good question.
Does that play a role in off-page SEO?
It does, but it's a little complicated.
Okay.
So social media signals themselves, they might not directly affect your search rankings,
Nope.
but they can really help spread your content around, get more people to your website, and build awareness for your brand.
So it's more about those indirect benefits.
Yeah, think of it like this. When you share your content on social media, more people see it.
Right?
And that can lead to more people visiting your website, sharing your content even more, and maybe even linking to it.
It's like a ripple effect.
Exactly.
The more we're on social media, the more our content spreads.
Yeah, and it creates more chances to get those backlinks.
So it's not just about sharing links to our website.
Right.
It's about having a good presence on social media.
Yeah, engaging with people, being part of conversations, and showing you're an expert in your field.
Not just posting ads all the time.
Exactly. Add value.
Okay, I'm starting to see how it all fits together.
Yeah.
Now, before we move on to the technical stuff,
Okay.
I wanted to touch on online reviews.
Yes, very important.
I know I rely on them a lot
Me too.
when I'm deciding what to buy.
Yeah.
How do they fit into SEO?
Online reviews are super important for trust, especially for local businesses.
Okay.
Think about it. When you're looking for a restaurant, are you going to pick the one with tons of good reviews? Or the one with, like, no reviews, or even bad ones?
Definitely the one with good reviews.
Right. It makes you feel confident you're making the right choice.
Yeah, for sure.
And search engines understand that.
They do.
They see those good reviews as a sign that your business is trustworthy and provides a good experience for customers.
So it can help you rank higher.
It can, yeah, especially in local search results.
Interesting.
It can even help your overall SEO.
So it's not just about having a website.
Right.
It's about having a good reputation online everywhere.
Exactly.
It's like building a complete picture of your business.
Yes, one that people and search engines both like.
I see. Wow, off-page SEO is way more than just backlinks.
It is, yeah.
It's about all these different things.
Building relationships, earning trust.
Okay, I'm getting it. But I have a feeling there's even more to learn.
Oh, there's always more.
when it comes to the technical side of things,
That's right.
are we ready to dive into technical SEO?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm a little nervous, but let's go. Okay, technical SEO. I got to admit, this is the part that always kind of freaks me out.
I get it.
It feels like we're about to open up the hood of a car and start messing with the engine.
It can feel like that.
And I don't know anything about cars.
Well, think of it less like open heart surgery and more like a regular tune-up.
Okay. I like that better.
We're just making sure everything's running smoothly.
Under the hood.
Yeah, so your website can really perform.
Okay, that's a much better analogy.
Yeah.
So where do we even start with this tune-up?
All right, so one of the most important things, and something that really affects how people experience your website, is website speed.
Oh, yeah, speed for sure.
How fast your website loads. It can make a big difference in that first impression.
Right. I know I've definitely left websites before. If they take too long to load.
Yeah, nobody's got time for that.
Life's too short for spinning loading wheels.
Exactly.
But how does website speed actually relate to SEO?
Whoa.
Is Google really judging us on how fast our pages load?
They are, yeah. Google wants to give people the best possible experience.
Right.
And that means showing search results that load quickly.
Makes sense.
So yeah, website speed is definitely a ranking factor.
So if we want to rank high, we got to make sure our website's as fast as possible.
It's got to be speedy.
Gotcha. But how do we even know if our website is fast enough?
Well, there are some great tools out there that can help us analyze and optimize our website's speed.
Okay.
One of the most popular is Google Page Speed Insights.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one. It gives you a score and some suggestions, right?
Exactly.
But I always get kind of overwhelmed by all the technical stuff it says.
I understand.
Can we break it down into, some simple things that anyone can understand?
Absolutely. So one of the easiest and most effective things you can do is optimize your images.
Okay, images.
Because large image files can really slow down your website.
That makes sense, but what does optimizing even mean? Should I just make them smaller?
Resizing is part of it, yeah. But you can also use tools like TinyPNG or ImageOptim to compress your images without losing quality.
Oh, cool.
This makes the file size smaller, which helps with loading times.
So it's like squeezing the air out of a Ziploc bag. You're getting rid of the extra stuff.
I like that analogy.
Without losing what's important.
Exactly. Another thing you can do is minimize your website's code.
Okay, code. That sounds scary.
It's not too bad. It basically means removing unnecessary characters and spaces.
From the code?
Yeah, from your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files.
Do I need to learn how to code for that?
You don't have to, no. There are plugins and online tools that can do it automatically.
Too.
Like if you're using WordPress. There are plugins specifically for code minification.
So it's like having a little robot clean up my code.
Exactly.
Make it nice and tidy.
Yeah, more efficient.
I love it. Okay, now, I've heard of something called a CDN.
Yeah.
How does that work with website speed? It sounds very high tech.
It is pretty cool. So a CDN stands for a Content Delivery Network.
Okay.
It's basically a network of servers all over the world that store copies of your website's static content.
Like what kind of content?
Things like images, videos, and CSS files.
Oh, okay. So instead of those files having to travel all the way from my server to the person visiting my site, they can be delivered from a server that's closer to them.
Exactly. So it reduces that travel time and speeds up loading, especially for people far away from your main server.
So it's like having little mini versions of my website all over the world.
Yeah, I like that.
Ready to go whenever someone visits.
That's a great way to think about it.
Okay, so we've got website speed and mobile optimization. What other technical things should we be thinking about?
Okay, let's talk about website security.
Security, okay.
It's not just about protecting information, it's also a ranking factor.
Really?
Yeah, Google wants to make sure people are browsing on safe websites.
So that little padlock icon next to the website address.
Yeah.
That's more than just a visual thing.
It is, yeah. It actually tells Google that your website is secure.
Oh, wow. So it's like a signal to Google.
It is, yeah.
That our website is trustworthy.
Exactly. That padlock means your website is using HTTPS.
HTTPS, okay.
Which means the connection between your website and the browser. It's encrypted, so it's harder for hackers to get in.
Okay, so HTTPS is important.
Very important.
Got it. But how do we get that padlock?
You need to install an SSL certificate on your website.
SSL?
It stands for Secure Sockets Layer. It's like a digital certificate that verifies your website's identity and encrypts information.
So it's like giving my website a digital ID card. and a secret decoder ring.
Exactly.
I'm starting to see why technical SEO is so important.
Yeah.
It's about way more than just the content.
It is, yeah.
It's about making a good experience for people.
Exactly.
Which makes Google happy, too.
It's all connected.
Wow, this has been so eye-opening.
I'm glad.
I feel like I've learned so much about SEO.
I hope so.
And I'm excited to start using these strategies.
Yeah.
Any last words of wisdom for our listeners?
Well, SEO is always changing.
Right.
So the most important thing is to stay curious.
Keep learning.
Keep learning, yeah. And don't be afraid to try new things.
Experiment.
Experiment, because what works for one website might not work for another.
Yeah.
So you got to find what works best for you.
And even small changes can make a big difference over time.
They can, yeah.
I love that. So to all our listeners out there, keep exploring, keep experimenting, and keep diving deep into SEO.
Yes.
And remember, even though it can seem intimidating, technical SEO is your friend.
It is.
It's about building a website that not only ranks well, but also provides an amazing experience for your users. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of SEO.